Thanks for joining us on this episode of Inside More. We'll update you on construction around the city, including street repairs and at the new Central Park. But first, we'll show you how two local businesses are teaming up for tasty treats and pretty petunias. That's all coming up right now.
We are at Broadway Floors and Baked at 328 North Broadway in Moore, Oklahoma.
Well, we always kind of referred people over to Broadway Florist when we were doing wedding consultations and stuff like that. And one day our owner just kind of decided might be easier and more business for both of us if we combined shops.
You have a flower shop with flowers and plants and all the goodies, and cupcakes and brownies, the best brownie bites in the world. And you can order your birthday cakes, your wedding cakes, everything. It's going to be a great concept for the customers. And they get free coffee. First year we're giving free coffee so they can come in and get their cupcake and get a cup of coffee on their way out, and just something to say thank you and give them a little something for coming in to see us.
We have a central store. It doesn't have a storefront yet, but that's where they do all the production out of, which actually allows us to take on orders a lot more short notice. We used to have to ask for 2 to 4 weeks, but now we can do it at weeks notice and even less depending.
Broadway Floors, we've been in business about 28 years, and we've been here about 28 years. And we moved over to 638 North Broadway, over by the Tag Agency. And of course, it's a full-line floral shop. We can wire flowers to Hawaii, to California, wherever you need. We also have greeting cards and jewelry and knickknacks. It is a gift shop as well as a flower shop.
Amanda, she's one of the owners. She had done cakes for about 8.5 years. She worked at several bakeries, and then one day her and Daniel kind of decided that they just want to go ahead and give it a go and try to make their own shop. Now we've been open 3.5 years, and she has the natural talent for it. It's really amazing.
I like to do weddings. Weddings are so awesome. You're just part of such an important day for the customer, and really they remember you forever. We get the wedding, and then we get the new babies, then we get all of that stuff happening, so it's really a neat way to start a relationship with the customer.
We have a different variety of arranged assortments that are ready to go every day, along with plants and bloomings. And if they just come in, they want something, we can help them. We have a rather wide variety, and we get new stuff every other day or so. My all-time favorite is a strawberry margarita, but it's just a flavor of the week that we sometimes do. The one that we have all the time is definitely the Trifecta. It's actually named after Trifecta Communications, and it is a cookies and cream base with a cookie dough ball in the middle, vanilla icing, and it's topped with M&M cookies, Trifecta dust, which is crunched up M&Ms, and then some M&Ms as well.
Oh, brownie bites, without a doubt. And you know, the brownie bites, I understand, were an accident. They had leftover dough, and Daniel and Amanda came up with the brownie bite. I'm telling you what, it's like a little brownie about that big, and they roll it in powdered sugar, and it has its own little thing like the baby cupcakes. It is to die for. It's very moist and very rich. That's my favorite. I like them all, but if I have to choose, that would be, I could just take a whole bunch of them and eat them all by myself.
Every day we have about 12 to 15 different flavors of cupcakes. And we normally have about a dozen, and then if we need more, if we start running low, we always go get some. We also have brownies, cookie sandwiches, lemon bars, chocolate treasures, parfaits, pretty much anything you can think of. And we're always trying new recipes and coming up with new creations. We even started doing pre-made cakes, ready to go. My favorite part of the job is when people pick up their cakes and they just go crazy because they love them and it turned out exactly like they wanted. And when you've been working with them on it, it comes out awesome, and it's so exciting to see the customer happy that they liked their cakes and just be overjoyed. We even had one person cry several times. It's just amazing.
The construction is progressing very nice right now. The weather's been cooperating for the most part, so just a lot of changes inside the building, and we're just now starting to make some major changes to the outside as far as the site and the civil construction side of the project. But there's a lot of changes on the inside for sure. All the sheetrock, painting the walls, the glass interior. A lot of the gym equipment is going in now. The basketball goals are going in. The scoreboards have arrived. The flooring has arrived. So in the gym itself, it's 2 full-size basketball courts, high school basketball courts, and then you can cross-court them for 4 smaller ones. And it's a wood floor. It's going to look really nice. High ceilings, great lighting, a lot of natural lighting coming in through the windows. So it's going to be a great facility from that standpoint. And then, of course, anything new is really nice. And then, the fitness area, there's going to be about 70 pieces of equipment, free weights and cardio equipment. And then there's 2 exercise rooms on either side of the fitness area. One that's about 2,000 square feet. There'll be a great facility for dancing and fitness classes. And then a smaller one for like spin class and some other kinds of classes for that. 2 meeting rooms, concession area, locker rooms are going to be really nice. Nice lobby area, big, tall ceilings. So it's something that's totally different than the existing community center. And of course, that's what we wanted. It's 21st century, not 20th century. So it's a little bit like a first impression. You develop an opinion the first minute or so that you see someone talk to somebody, or you go into a room or facility. So when you go in there, hopefully what you experience is it's open, tall ceilings, it's inviting, it encourages you to stay, to want to stay, and that's very important. The existing community center, and we always go back to that because that's what we know, it's very boxy, very confining, low ceilings, so it's not real conducive to, man, I want to stay there, I want to experience this facility. With this facility, with the station, with the new recreation center, it's one of those that you walk in and you think, wow, this is nice. I'm going to enjoy this. The park itself is just like any other park and more. It is free and open to the public. The playground, the walking trail, most of the vast majority of the events that we will have will be free. So there's a whole lot going on in the park that will be free, and even some events inside the recreation center will be free and open to the public. So the water park will be like any typical outdoor water park. It will be basically Memorial Day weekend through about Labor Day weekend. So we will open that. Our first day is planned to be May 28th. And it has a lazy river, 439 feet long lazy river, 2 large water slides that go into the lazy river. There's a splash pad / kiddie pool with 30 or so spray features. And then we have a lap lane pool for the traditional just swimming, laps and all that. And adjacent to that is 2 diving boards, a 3 meter and a 1 meter. So there's that diving well for that. And then numerous shade structures on the deck, concession area that serves both the rec center and the aquatic center. And then there's locker rooms adjacent to that for people that use the aquatic center. So it's really going to be a great facility. This month we'll be fine-tuning the building and the outside. On the outside there'll be landscaping and trees and irrigation and finishing the parking lot and a lot of final grading and site work done. Then on the interior it'll just be punch list items, moving in furniture, the gym equipment, finishing some things on the inside. So, and then April, sometime early April, we're shooting for to open it to the public.
The city has been buzzing with activity for the past few years as infrastructure work brings much-needed improvement to city neighborhoods. New streets, sidewalks, parking lots, and even new trails are in progress or in the planning stage, as the city puts some money from the federal government to good use.
We were fortunate enough to receive a $52 million grant from HUD, and $19 million of those dollars was earmarked for infrastructure improvements. And these are the monies that we're spending in these residential neighborhoods on water line rehab and street improvements.
The Housing and Urban Development Grant came as a result of the tornado that ripped through the city in 2013. So the city's focus is on rehabbing areas that received most of the tornado damage. Street repair around Plaza Towers fits with that mission. Let's take a look at some of these projects, starting with connecting two streets that have long been separate.
There was never an extension of 11th Street to Santa Fe. It dead ends right there on the west boundary of the Plaza Tower School property, where those citizens who live west of Plaza Towers Elementary and east of Santa Fe, they couldn't get to the school very easily without doing a detour up to 8th Street and back south to the school. So we've constructed a bridge box. We'll extend 11th Street. It'll make it much easier for the flow of traffic there for the patrons to and from school.
The city is also rehabbing residential streets and repairing water lines in the Plaza Towers neighborhood and adding sidewalks where feasible. For a neighborhood whose layout is about 40 years old, updates to the streets will make for less headaches when driving. And construction is happening at a swift pace, thanks to help from Mother Nature.
We've been blessed with a real mild winter, so really the weather has not been an issue. We haven't had any temperature issues or not much moisture. So we're making real good progress in the neighborhood, and we're on schedule with our rehab.
But all this work around Plaza Towers is just the beginning. The city is trying to create a safe, welcoming environment for families as they spend time around the school. A streetscape project running along 11th Street to Eagle Drive will not only look beautiful, it will also be safer for pedestrians.
I think it gives homeowners pride in their neighborhood. They want to take care of their properties more so than maybe in the past. And also, it's just a safer environment for children. And that little elementary school, you know, it's a neighborhood school, and we want it to be as safe as possible for the children walking to and from school.
Other projects on the west side of the city include neighborhood street repairs in the Kings Manor addition just west of Warren Theater. Southwest 11th Street has a brand new look thanks to sidewalks that lead straight to Little River Park. And at Little River, new parking lots will help local traffic have better access to the park. Just south of the Warren, tucked on the west side of a creek, the old Royal Mobile Home Park has been purchased by the city and being redeveloped into a new residential area.
There's approximately 14.5 acres there. And right now we're in the process of working with architects and engineers to come up with a redevelopment plan for that neighborhood. And it'll also incorporate Little River Park, the drainage channel. It'll be more than likely a mixed-use, mixed-income type of development. And the end result, one thing that'll definitely happen, we'll tie Southwest 17th Street into Max Morgan Boulevard.
For residents on the east side of Moore, they can expect some street repairs as well in the coming year. But one of the most important projects is still in the planning stage.
We're going to build an all-purpose trail on 4th Street, and our goal is to connect the new Central Park, which is located there on South Broadway, to Veterans Park.
The trail will run from 4th Street to just short of the park near Tower Drive and will provide a safe way for runners and joggers to move around the city. For all of these projects, the city knows that congestion and detours can be a headache, but once the projects are complete, many neighborhoods in the city will shine with a new look, and it will provide significant benefits to citizens' everyday lives. Be on the lookout for city-led meetings where citizens can provide input on these and many other city projects. Check out envision.cityofmoore.com for more information.